I'm having one of those times in my life when I'm having to rethink how it is that I've done things before. I'm having to change who I am to a certain degree and the things that I do in order to break through and achieve that next level. We've all had these glass ceilings at times in our lives where we've had to sort of change the game, become someone that we haven't necessarily become before, rethink, the playing field and what it is that we're doing and all the rest of it in order to break through and get to that next level. I don't care if it's your business, your lifestyle, your finances, your relationships, whatever it is. And so I'm rethinking what are the things that I've done in the past to break through that glass ceiling and get to the next level. So today, I want to share with you the 3-step Success Accelerator that I've used at different stages in my life that I'm revisiting now. My name is Walker Diable. I am the Wall Street Journal bestselling author of Buy Then Build and the creator of Acquisition Lab, the elite acquisition accelerator. I've got 3 daughters. And the 3 daughters have a t-shirt that's gone from the oldest to the middle to the youngest. And I think when the youngest is done with it, I'm gonna frame it and put it up in my office. And I absolutely love it. I don't know where it came from. I guess my wife bought it, I don't know. But it says, dream it, believe it, achieve it, okay? And I talk about this because I do it all the time. I did it with Buy Then Build. I do it like you create things in the universe that like you just invent them, and all of a sudden somehow some people achieve them and others don't. And why is that, right? And it's really a magnet that brings the universe to you in a way. Like it's that the secret or whatever it is. Here's the deal. My 10-year-old daughter got in her mind that she wanted to become a scuba diver, okay? And she went out and learned, like totally on her own, initiated it, figured out, where there were places to get training, had my wife drive her over to talk to them. Then it found out there was a written exam. She studied for the written exam all on her own, took it online, passed it, okay? She's 10, okay? She did that, I think, when she was 9. But then she somehow talked us into the 2-weekend, 2-day event where she goes into a swimming pool. She's in the swimming pool with nothing but grown men. I think there was one grown woman, okay? This 10-year-old girl in the pool with nothing but underwater for almost the whole, like hours on end. Then 2 weeks ago, I think it was, maybe a month ago, she goes out to a lake, okay, like 4 or 5 hours from our house, stays overnight at this place. My wife took her. Poor lady couldn't, get a good cup of coffee to save her life. But then she spent the whole weekend going through the certification process, and she emerged as a trained, licensed scuba diver. And now, next thing I know, we've booked a trip to Florida I think at the end of next month, where we're taking her to do a live scuba underwater. What is going on? Today's her birthday, and she got a full scuba suit, the whole thing. How did a 10-year-old girl do this, right? It's almost like you hear a lot of times from entrepreneurs like, hey, if I had understood that industry better, I don't think I would have gone in with this like completely innovative idea and disrupted it, because I just went in because I didn't know how things worked. And so there's a certain level of naivety to it, right? But there's also, sort of understanding with absolute clarity what it is that you're trying to achieve. Okay, so let's break this down. Number 1, vision. So dream it, okay? Dream it, believe it, achieve it. Vision is your dream, okay? I want absolute, we all know SMART goals, right? That first S is specific, okay? I want you to forget for a moment the rest of SMART, okay? Don't worry at this moment about is it achievable, all these things. Don't worry about it. I want you to understand what your vision is, okay? And a lot of you know that I talk about, Jim Collins all the time. He's my favorite author. And the thing is that, in Good to Great, he talked about the best companies in the world, okay, had this thing called a BHAG, a big, hairy, audacious goal, okay? And then everything that they ended up doing in that company ultimately led to this BHAG, okay? And, what I want you to do is, most people, when you ask them, hey, kids coming out of college or MBAs coming out of college, they really trained us, no, you need to get very specific with the thing that you're asking for, okay? I talk about this in Buy Then Build with the target statement of the business that you're looking for, right? It's very much here's what I'm looking for, because I need you to get very specific about what it is you want, but communicate that to the person so that they understand. Okay, if you just say like, look, I want to be successful, it's like, I don't know what that means. Okay, I need you to tell me, what it is that you're trying to achieve with absolute specificity, and just get really clear on what it is that is. Okay, that's ultimately step one. I want to share with you that I even had a I wanted to make $1 million, out of grad school, and I wanted to do it as fast as possible. It took me forever, but I was like relentlessly focused on getting it done. And, ultimately I got there when I sold my first business. And so it's one of these, I guess I'm sharing, but the thing is immediately after I did that, I went out and got a license plate for my car that said Plan 5 million. Okay, it was hidden, right? Like it was like PL4N5M. Like it looked like a normal plate. Plan 5 million. What do you think my next step was? Every single day I went out to the car, I saw it on the license plate. I held the vision in terms of what it was that I was trying to get. Once I hit 5 million, what do you think I did then? Right? What do you think my password is? I'm not going to tell you, but it's one of these where you've got to get that vision of what it is that you want. And by the way, I know I just gave you a money example. Sure, I'm financially driven, be money driven. But the thing is I want you to try to build something else. Like when I created Acquisition Lab, it was to become the Harvard, to become the Y Combinator of teaching people how to acquire usually their first business. But there's no, acquisition mastermind, no acquisition accelerator that existed when we formed it. And, it was sort of like, people were like, why are you trying to be the best? Like, you just need to invent it. And it's like, yeah, but I feel like others are going to follow. And what I really want to do is be very careful about who we let in and get extraordinary results for those people. Okay, so that's what we did with Acquisition Lab. Okay, next is, dream it, believe it. Okay, so what I want you to do, believe it. What I want you to do is understand that when you form a BHAG, okay, it's one of these things that it's so big, you have no idea how you're actually going to achieve it, okay? And the thing is ultimately it doesn't matter. I just want you to have that vision, okay? Buddhists talk about having visions that, the vision, the goal of having complete spiritual enlightenment in a lot of Buddhism takes multiple lifetimes. Okay, so it's literally like they call it their North Star, or the moon, or whatever it is. And so it's the concept is I'm going this direction, even though there's no version of reality that I can achieve it in this lifetime. Okay, I want you to reverse that and understand to yourself that when you play sports, when I used to race bikes. The thing is, it's all in the mind. Okay, so much of it is in your brain, and the thing is that all of us, okay. We talk about Carol Dweck and positive psychology, and all of us have been in that state of flow before. We all know our skill set, right? Whether it's, you're on stage, or you're in a sport, or you're in a sales meeting and you close a deal, or you code that new thing, whatever it is, okay? You get in that state of flow where you're you, and you're just like, you're operating at this optimal performance, right? Like you didn't drink too much last night, you're at optimal, physical, performance, and like you're just on, okay? You're on. We all have that experience. When you are in full state of belief, you are on, and you are working towards this goal, right? And it's once you get to a place where you have this position where you just start to believe that you can actually achieve it, okay? This is the real force that pulls it like a magnet, okay, to you and what it is that you're trying to do. Okay, so believe it, dream it, believe it, achieve it, okay? Achieve. So what I want you to do is I want you to work towards maintaining 100% belief at all times, okay? And the thing is like doubt will come into your mind. And so what I need you to do is build that confidence, okay? And when you are working towards building the confidence so that you can believe that you're actually going to do it, you have what's called relentless solution focus, okay? And when you have relentless solution focus, you're always saying to yourself, okay, what's the next thing that I need in order to get this done, okay? So that I can be my best version of myself, so that I can achieve this vision. If you are struggling if you're a searcher and you're looking for a business, to acquire, you literally are like doing the things that lead to the outcome that you desire. And that's what you're doing right here, right? And so the thing is like, when you have relentless solution focus, you might say to yourself, hey, I don't have confidence around this subject, so I need to go get some, education, right? Or you might say to yourself like, okay, I've got a little education, but like what I really need now is, this tool so that I can take that next step. Okay, that's fine. What I need is a team. I need a team, I don't know, I need a deal team. So I need someone who has done deals before to talk to me so that I can, try to get that experience, steal that 10,000 hours, understand what I'm looking at faster, right? I need to, potentially get a cohort, okay? Are there people gathering around me that are also trying to achieve something similar so that I can work together in some kind of vetted community to achieve that goal, okay? And here's where I'm going with all of this. If you are looking to buy a business in the next, month to 24 months, whatever it is right now, this is actually what we built at the Acquisition Lab, all right? World-class education, a suite of tools, a team of supplier network of rated supply for you to build your acquisition team. We also have 14 coaches on staff with almost daily meets. We have a vetted cohort of people. We literally have the single largest vetted group of backed, active business buyers in the world at Acquisition Lab right now. And it's not even that big, because the thing is most people that we interview with, we don't actually extend an offer to enroll in the program, which has kept the community so strong. Anyway, here's the point. I didn't necessarily mean to lead towards selling you on the Acquisition Lab. I meant to sell you on the Success Accelerator, that I've used it multiple times in my life to break through those ceilings and become someone that you aren't before. Because what gets you here won't get you there. And it's easy to get in a trough. It's easy to get into a rhythm, and you need that kind of pattern interrupt every once in a while. Sure, it can be a vacation, okay? But the thing is like, if you change your mind, okay, then you will change the outcomes that that apply to you in your life, in your search, in your business, okay? Wish me luck on breaking through my glass ceiling. I wish you luck on breaking through yours in whichever it is that you're trying to deal with right now. Again, if you are interested in acquiring a business in the next 1 to 24 months, consider the Acquisition Lab. At least take a look at it. We've got all the things I've listed, and we'll see you on the inside. Thanks so much.